So our father left us a decade ago. Now he's back in my life trying to reconcile because, well, we found out he has cancer. I don't know if I should take him back because of how bad my life was after he left. I guess we'll find out and see what happens. My dad left us and started a new family when I was 14. This had a profound impact on myself and my family. Life as a child of a single parent was hard, as you can imagine. The government benefits was hardly enough to support 3 children. We lived below the poverty line and my mom became an alcoholic. I started working as soon as I legally could to help with finances. I sacrificed my childhood so that there was electricity and gas in the house. I started failing at school and paid out of my own pocket just to hire a tutor. I went to university locally, even though I had better offers elsewhere. I have a good and stable career now, and my family lives with me, but I feel they're not respecting me. Recently, my father got in touch with my younger sister through Facebook. She met up with him and brought him back to my home. He did not apologize for the pain he put me through. He made it all about himself and tried to gain sympathy with his plight. Am I the a-hole for not caring and not wanting him in my life? I told him to leave. My mother and sister tried to defend him. We got into an argument and I threatened to evict my own family. We've not talked for days and my home has become hostile. What should I do now that my dad left us and a decade later wants to reconcile because he has cancer? Am I wrong to be angry? Okay guys, Mr. Reddito here. This is a rather sad situation, but I understand where OP's coming from. Don't worry, there's a complete update for this story that we're about to hop into. If you're enjoying so far, the best way to support me is so simple. All you have to do is press that subscribe button and maybe drop a comment and a like down below. Here's the update. You guys are right. I can't force my family to accept my views of no contact with my father. I resent this man so much, I can't stand the sight of him. After I posted yesterday, I was, quote, invited to have dinner with my family. To no one's surprise, my dad and his new family were there. I picked out the 2 most expensive dishes on the menu, and we had a chat. I heard his thoughts on the matter of being an absent father, but I did not bring up any of our hardship. My mother and sister made more attempts to make me forgive him. I did. I forgave him, but that does not mean I need to have a relationship with him anymore. Again, my family protested that I'm being cruel and heartless. I'm not. Many people survive cancer, and his lung cancer is in early stages. I told them I would not be present at any family events if he was there. My sisters shouted at me, claiming, "He's our dad, you a-hole!" Yeah, he is. To which I replied that he needs to take over his responsibilities as a father. I told them I canceled the tenancy on the house, and we need to move out by the end of the month. My sister needs to return the iPhones that are on contact, as I'm canceling those also. Driving lessons will be canceled, gym memberships will be canceled, subscription Hulu and Netflix will be canceled, and everything else I paid for, heck, even the tomato in the fridge. These are Dad's responsibilities now. Ate my dinner and left them with the bill as a little act of petty revenge. I've been staying with my girlfriend and have not answered any text and calls from them either. I need a break. I'm done. I'm done taking over Dad's role. I'm done with the financial responsibilities or acting as the parent. I'm 25 and I need to live my own life now. I don't think this will burn bridges. It's just a wake-up call for them. Guys, I think that this was overall just a sad story. It's a horrible situation for all to be in, but at the same time, the dad completely abandoned OP, so I don't blame OP for the way she's thinking. Let's go ahead and look at a comment now. It states, "I have so much respect for you. I can understand all too well the pain of having a parent abandon you, and I can't imagine the added pain of your mother turning to alcohol, only adding to the financial burden. It's harsh, but you've worked hard to support your mother and siblings when it's not your responsibility. If he wants the title and respect back, then he can step up to the plate and fill the fatherly role completely. Duck him. It sounds like he only came back because he was diagnosed with cancer. Guys, let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below, and we're going to go ahead and turn to our next story now. OP, 35 male, girlfriend, 35 female, tells her coworker that they're just cousins. Why? Let's find out. My girlfriend and I have been together for 6 years. She keeps hinting at wanting to get married and talking about what her wedding will be like someday. So I've decided to take the hint. I bought an engagement ring a week ago and I'm planning to pop the question sometime soon. Well, over the weekend, she had a work function. This was the first time she's invited me along. I'm not super outgoing, I'm an introvert. But I was kind of looking forward to meeting all these coworkers she talks about so much. For some reason, every time we talk to someone, she introduced me as her cousin. I thought it was a joke at first, but she kept it the whole day. When we were driving home, I asked her what the hell that was about, and she said, quote, "Did not want people to have the wrong impression." When I asked what that meant, she then said she did not want to talk about it anymore and I should not be so upset. She then switched the conversation to her favorite TV show. Why would she introduce me as her cousin? Should I insist on her telling me why she did that before I propose? Okay guys, this is a crazy story already. I'm getting so many red flags. Mr. Reddito here, don't worry, you know I don't like to leave you hanging. Here's a complete update, but drop me in the comments down below and tell me, what do you think's going to happen in this update? Is OP's future wife cheating? Is she entangled with a coworker? What's happening? Let's find out. There was a lot of good feedback to my questions, although some of it was fairly mean. I decided to give her a call and be very blunt with her. I asked her if she was cheating. She seemed very confused, and when I pressed, she got angry and told me that she's always been faithful to her boyfriend. Now, it was my turn to be confused, and I asked who her boyfriend was. Long story short, she's been dating another guy for the past year. She's been hoping he would propose, hence all the wedding talk. Apparently, she's never thought of me as her boyfriend. I just misread it badly, I guess. She kept alternating between very apologetic, saying, "I'm so sorry if I gave you the wrong impression," and "How could you have possibly thought we were together?" Well, sir, I feel pretty stupid right now, but on the bright side, I'm glad I found out now before proposing. Now, that would have been awkward. I just got done signing up for a new Match.com account. This evening, I'm going to return to the ring I bought, hoping for a better day tomorrow. Okay, so let's be real. At first, before the update, I thought that OP's girlfriend was completely out of her mind and it was throwing so many red flags. But now that the story's over, I can't help but think OP was the idiot of the story. I mean, how do you know you're not dating someone? That sounds like such a simple fix. How can you not tell every single day communicating? Are we dating or what? I don't know, the story seemed crazy to even think that you're dating someone and she has a whole nother guy that she's dating. How do you not know about that? But guys, drop your thoughts down below and let me know your opinion. I laughed at one of the comments. It says, "From now on, if I ever do something embarrassing, I'll be able to remember it could be much, much worse." AKA like this story. Guys, drop your thoughts down below, and we're going to turn to our final story of the day. Wife of 7 years cheated on me. Now, everyone in my circle, friends, her parents, and my parents are suggesting me to take her back. I don't know what to do. I love her. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We do stories every single day, and I try to cover every single update possible. Click that like button, and let's jump into the final story. I met my wife 10 years ago. We both were in college and dated for 3 years and married for 7. She's beautiful and amazing person and everyone in my family loves her. 4 months ago, I found out my wife was having an affair with a mutual friend of ours. It was an off and on half-month affair and she was acting very shady at that time. She would ignore my messages, turn me down every time I tried to initiate sex. I thought something was wrong. I did snooping but found nothing. Eventually, I said screw it and I hired a PI. Within 1 week, I got proof. She was having an affair with our mutual friend. I immediately confronted her and she confessed to having it. Immediately bust out crying, begging. Basically all classic cheater moves when they get caught. I asked her for the details, with a detailed timeline, and at night gave me everything basically. She was using another phone for having an affair. She told me she had sex with him only 4 times and the rest of the time they were just hanging out. 3 days later, more crying and more talking crap about herself, she told me that she deleted all contact with him and would do whatever it takes to make our marriage work. She suggested marriage counseling. I denied. Told her to leave me alone. I was hurt, betrayed, and humiliated. She moved out to her parents. She started texting me every hour how much she loves me and how she regrets this, and will do anything to quote save our marriage. After completely ignoring her for 2 days, I texted her, "We're done. We're getting a divorce." She freaked out and started having these emotional breakdowns. My phone started blowing up with her parents, sister, friends, telling me not to end the marriage and at least give her a chance. Later that day, she made a long, ranting post on Facebook explaining how she ducked up and how she's destroying her marriage. Basically, admitting her affair publicly. But I was rock solid on my decision. She even insisted to have a lie detector test to clear my doubts. That she never cheated in the past. Blah, blah, out the ear, blah. I asked her for some time alone to process all this. We've been living separate since, and this was 4 months ago. Last week, I asked her for a divorce, and she started crying, begging for another chance. After that, she visits my parents and asks them to convince me not to divorce. Last night, my parents and her parents tried to convince me to work things out. And after she made her Facebook post, almost all of our mutual friends were telling me how she was brave to admit her affair and that she loves me, and I should at least give her a chance. I'm on edge of having a breakdown. She's truly remorseful and regrets this, I can assure you. I do love her, and her cheating on me hurts the most. I don't know what to do. Anyone who's reconciled, how are things going? Okay, so I want to read a comment that's an interesting take on this story. Number 1 comment says, her posting on Facebook was pretty manipulative. Then, this is when the comment replies, also, she did not, quote, admit to the affair. Her ass got caught, and she's trying to make herself look better by manipulating the story. It sucks to be cheated on, but if both parties doesn't want to work to try and move past the cheater needs to own up to their mistakes and let the other person move on. Being cheated on just breaks a huge level of trust that you can't just magically get with an apology. I agree with that comment, and I don't blame OP for any decision that he makes. Guys, let me know if you've ever been through a similar situation. Drop it down in the comment section. That's all the stories I have for you today. I hope each and every one of you have an amazing day. Come by tomorrow. We're going to be doing this again. It's cool to be kind. I'll catch you guys later.